you enjoy our gift bag sewing project? Looking forward to everybody coming to pick up their sales and their patterns. We need to make 250. Thanks for helping. Is going to explain to us, Cindy and Myrna, how to sew our gift bags for the Ocean Awareness Challenge. Thank you, Cindy.
Okay, we're starting with a piece of fabric that measures 12 by 16. Your piece will have a little cutout right here. We're going to start sewing right sides together, 1/2 inch seams, 2 inches down from the top all the way to the bottom. Then you'll turn it and you'll sew your seam here, and turn it and sew your seam here, stopping 2 inches from the top.
1/2 inch seams,
1/2 inch seams.
2 inches from the top.
This one is not as important. You can do the width of your presser foot here if you want. It's not critical, but this one is more important for when you do the top.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
I'm cutting out the little notches that will make this a square bottom bag. So I'm just gonna, it's a 2 inches, 2 inches, and it's just gonna get cut out.
So it's 2 inches by 2 inches.
Yep.
And did you actually take a pencil and draw that out?
I did.
That's a good idea. That way you know exactly what you're getting. So take your tape measure and just draw a line 2 inches up.
Now once you have this, though, you can just lay it over here.
Oh, and use that for your pattern.
And I just kind of quickly did that, and then I had it.
And I love, Cindy, can you tell us a little bit about this one and how you pieced some pieces together to make it a little more attractive?
Yeah, this sale was I had some pieces left over where the stitching was showing, and this piece wasn't quite square, so I just made a patchwork and zigzagged around the edge because I wanted a little interest. So this is zigzagged. It's just a piece that I added on.
Every little thing like that makes it even more creative and more like a piece of art. I love it.
There,
Okay,
Myrna.
hi Myrna.
Fine.
And she's helping us sew today. She's going to demonstrate how to sew this.
Okay, starting 2 inches from the top edge, you're going to do a 1/2 inch seam on both long sides, a denim or a heavyweight needle.
I'm going to turn it off right now for a little bit. Remember, 2 inches on the top. Don't sew all the way up.
1/2 inch. It doesn't.
Right.
This can be a 1/4 inch at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Out. We're going to fold those two at those two pointed edges, and with the seams together, the seam allowances, one going in one direction and one going in the other.
Oh.
And we're going to sew a 1/4 inch across that.
So one seam goes one way, and the other side, the seam goes the other way. And how is your sewing machine reacting to the fabric?
I am using a heavy needle, and it's gliding through perfectly
Is it a needle you would use for denim?
for denim.
Okay, great. Fantastic. And then that makes a nice little,
Then what that creates is a flat bottom.
fantastic. All right.
Taken and turned the bag right side out, and we are going to make the top casing.
Okay.
You're going to finger press the seam.
Oh, finger press. I like
Do not use pins because you will have trouble getting a pin through this heavy texture.
that. Okay.
Then you're going to sew a casing, and the casing is going to be just below where you stop sewing on that seam.
Okay, let's move your fingers so I can
If
see.
you're comfortable, you can measure it. Otherwise, you can just eyeball it.
Okay.
And if you can do the same procedure and finger press,
And go just a little below the,
just a little below,
okay.
And we are just going to make a nice casing
Perfect.
on the top.
Great.
Folded this down, and we are going to sew very close to that edge and make this casing about 1 inch in width. Now, are you still filming?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the seam and you have this folded and your casings are even, at that seam you want to reinforce because there's going to be a lot of tension on that area.
Okay.
So reinforce it by just back stitching a few times.
Okay.
And we'll do it again at the other
So
side.
your piece is going to be 12 by 16 inches. Right.
Save all the little pieces because you might use them later for your patchwork.
Yeah.
Okay, each sail is going to be unique, so you have to look at it and decide what is it that you want to feature on your bag. Like this one, there's a piece of tape here, and I'm just going to peel it off because I don't want that in my design. And you might find something like that on your sail, and you can just get rid of it. When I look at this piece right here, this is where the interest lies, so I want to cut my piece to incorporate this interest.
Right.
Now, later on in the sail, there's nothing, and that can be the back of the bag.
Exactly. Good idea. Have something special on every bag.
Looking at this piece right here,
Mhm.
instead of going this way, which I've been doing on these, I'm thinking, oh, this would be really cool to turn it this way,
Yeah.
because
Get
you've
that
got this
little
logo
pad.
up here
Yeah.
that may be able to be used. So take your pattern piece, whatever you're using, and just kind of move it around on your project and figure out where the best place to put it would be.
Mm-hmm.
And also think about other bags, like, okay, if you cut one this way, does it leave a piece up here big enough to cut another bag?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You
Be
know,
thinking about that
actually
too.
it doesn't, but, you know, you can think about that. If it was a little bit longer, you could cut one here, and then you could cut another one over here.